Hey guys, still here. Welcome back to Transport Fever. We're on episode 14, and we still have some work to do. As you have seen in the previous episode, I did a bit of upgrading on my roads. The bus roads, or the bus line, moving from all the way south here, Mosquito, Spittle Flat, and then all the way up north, has been relocated. It now takes a road going underneath some of the towns, and as such, don't take up that much congestion. Or at least that's the plan. As you guys have mentioned, there are some things that I still need to sort out, because at the moment some of these terminals are overlapping. And that's not really something that is going to help my buses get there on time. That's just one of many things that I need to look into. There are others, such as these tram lines, which are now getting really heavily used, and there are not anywhere near enough trams on these lines. So, first order of business today, we're going to add a few more trams to these. So that's the harpoon, and that's harpoon counterclockwise. Next up, same deal over here. It's not as bad in Spittle Flat, but still, Spittle Flat does need some work. Let's add one tram per side. Where are you? Spittle Flat tram. And Spittle Flat tram counterclockwise. Okay. How about Duck Pond? Duck Pond is not too bad, but I'm going to add a few anyway. These things have a capacity of 30 people. We have less than that waiting. Hopefully this is going to keep the local population happy, and not only that, but also keep the buses well supplied. Now there are quite a lot of people waiting for the tram on Windsor Road. 68 people waiting to go to Harpoon Branch. Let's set these things all up to have their own terminal. So I need to send a few more to Harpoon Branch, which is going south. Let's add a few more buses to that road. Sorry, route, not road. Let's see, that's the steel transport. Right, I'm using the larger buses here, the Burkhoff. Burkhoff are not as fast, but they do transport more people. This one. Okay, so that's one. Let's see about Meteor Bay, because I think this is where we ended up previous episode. This is where the buses, well, pretty much stopped, and they're still going through that town, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, they're going exactly through Meteor Road, or sorry, Meteor Bay. So that's going to be the next part that I need to change. Let's see. We're going to need a tram station here. Preferably not something that's sunk too deeply into the terrain, because that'll make it rather expensive. Come on, you can fit somewhere. At least I hope so. Let's go for 3 platforms. Potential future expansion. Yes, sir, I'm going to have to remove this building. Okay, that's where I want the buses to go, and now I'm going to set up a route through the local marina. As people have pointed out, that thing does not actually need a tram track. Bit of a weird consideration that I actually used one of those, but here we are. I'm going to set up a sort of ring road construction here. Come on, you can fit. What are you colliding with? What are you colliding with? There. Perfect. Alrighty, the M and N keys saved me here, because they make it a lot easier to get these things up and running. There are some other elements that I need to upgrade here. Hopefully it's going to speed up the buses just a bit more. Apparently I haven't updated these roads in quite a while. Okay, back to Meteor Bay. These are the local buses. Now, the one that I need to look for is the previous one. That's number 5. That's Windsor Road. Okay, so after Windsor Road, I need you to go here. I need you to skip over Queen's Road and Queen's Road again. I need you to ignore St. John's Road, Springfield Road, St. John's Road again, and Springfield Road again. And apparently on the way back, they find it easier to go through the town than go around the town. Okay. Let's see, after stop number 13, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Then I need to go back here. Ah, damn it, they're going through the town. I don't want them to go through the town. The town's slower. Let's hope this works. After Broadway, I want you to hit up that marker. Yeah, even on the way out, they're still taking that marker. They're still going through the town. That's exactly what I'm trying to prevent here. There. In and out. Okay, good. Now the trams. Where are the current trams going? They are starting off in the east, taking a sort of roundabout route. Here's 3. Where are you going after that? Ah. Could not connect all stations. Aha! South Street is not connected. Oh, right, that's because I just upgraded the road and decided to plow right over the tram line. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go, now he's fixed. This is not actually being used though, is it? Meteor Bay halt. I don't think we're gonna see enough people coming out from Miller's Creek though. So let's not actually set anything up here. I'm gonna delete this stop. Alright, so number 3, number 4, 5. Let's delete stop 7. After stop 5, I want you to go towards that large terminal. Then 7. Stop 8 is there. Oh, that's a bit out of position. Ignore stop 8. Come on. After stop 7, I want you to hit up the new stop number 8 over there, which is not electric, which is why I can't use it. Let's see, upgrade. Too much slope. Come on. Starting to figure out why I sent it right through that town. We send it to King's Road. Yeah, that could work. And then Alexander Road and then back. Okay, it's not ideal, but it does work. Now the counterclockwise one. Where's my other tram? Meteor Bay. That one. Starting out at Springfield Road. You're going south first. That's 1, 2, 3. Where's your stop 4? There. North Road. Stop 5. Stop 6. Stop 7. Stop 8. Stop 9 is a no-go. It looks like they're pretty much mirrored at this point. And how many things do we have running on this line? 3. But they're the older ones. Let's upgrade that. Okay, we have one with 3 and one with 4. I think that if we upgrade these to the Cobras, that should speed things up. Replace with that, replace now. Okay, let's check the terminals. want you on Terminal 3. There you go. It's gonna take a bit of time before these people realize that the whole old situation doesn't work anymore. Wishbone. Okay. Replace that. Okay, so we're doing quite well here. On to the next one. Sawtooth. Sawtooth is a town that started out pretty small but has grown significantly. And it is on very nice flat land. I really like that, because that makes my life a lot easier here. Alright, upgrade some roads. Large street, yes with a bus line, yes with a tram line. We're gonna set up a route pretty much through this town. Switch to mediums. Cut through the outer edges of town. And back again. Okay. Now these guys do have some stops, but not really where I want them. First one's going to be here. Then here. That is where I set it up, right? Nope, wrong positioning. My bad. Here, this is where they are. Then we go left. Has that road not been upgraded? No, it has not. Okay. Now it has. Do we have a stop here? Yeah, we have a stop over there, but that's not really going to be useful. I'm just going to have to ignore that one for now. Okay, we have a stop there. That's the one we can use. And finally one here. Alright, my dear buses. I need you to alter that line. I need you to ignore most stops here. So that's stop 10, stop 11. Where is West? Over there. That's 9. Broadway. I just want everything from this town gone. Where's Church? Ah, Church is all the way over there. Okay, so right now they're completely ignoring the town. After this stop, I want you to go here. Sawtooth Halt. Then we're going to Church Street. And after Church Street, that's the final stop. We're going back to Sawtooth, back to the Meteor Bay waypoint, and back to the other town. Good. Now for the trams. New line. Starting out here. Let's make that something I can actually see. Not that one. No, they're heading into the town here. I don't think the thing quite understands that it's trying to be a tram line. Maybe that gets fixed eventually. Through here, through the outside of town, that stop, Mill Lane again, and Sawtooth Halt. So we don't need to add that one twice. It's trying to go through here, when I don't really want it to. I want this thing to be a tram line. Most of these stops are now actually recognized as a tram. Does this make you actually work? I think it should. That's a road depot. That road depot used to be on the edge of town. Look where it is now. Yep, perfect. We can set you up on line 1. So this is Sawtooth. By the looks of it, counterclockwise tram. Same thing, but in reverse. Start out here. Change it to something I can see. There. Okay, sawtooth, a tram, and throw on some vehicles. Just to be fair, let's give the other one another 2. Go. Okay. Holy shit, we have a lot of buses over here. Wow. And nobody to get into them. Well, I suppose that was to be expected. Look at that. Line usage is jumping. People are switching to the trams. 39 people there. 8, 10, 15. It's jumping back down again to 44%. Okay, sort out the terminals. It's you in Terminal 1. Lots of people waiting to go counterclockwise. So they're waiting to go potentially here. That would make sense. Okay, where's the stop over here? Is that this thing? Yeah, that's the one. We have the north-south bus, the Mosquito. Yeah, so they're sticking to the edge of town. They don't have to go in too far. Perfect. Now, something else I had scheduled for this particular episode is to have a look at the trains. Because at the moment the trains are still running, but I'm not too happy about the type of trains that I have. These things are already 38 years old. Now that's not anything terrible, but I have better trains available. And especially with the bus lines now speeding up. Holy crap. With the bus lines speeding up, there are better trains that might be able to compete with the buses. Let's see, where's my train depot? Here it is. What would be a viable alternative? I could go multiple unit. These things are lightning quick. 140. What I'm currently using, I think, are the NSMAT64s. Checking. Yeah. The Plan V. That's not the one that I'm going to be using anymore. We have these. 160. They can carry 49 passengers. These things carry 36, speed of 140, but they actually make it to 140. That's the problem. They don't have the acceleration that I need. Tractive effort 630, tractive effort 240. So these things are probably going to be quite a lot faster. Okay. I want you to be replaced. We have 2 variants. Tractive effort 630, 315. Yeah, we'll go with this one. No, I don't want 2 vehicles on the line, thanks. Okay, replace now. It's going to cost me 35 million. On a budget of 700 million, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, about the passengers on this station here. We have 32. Let's follow along with this train. Because the problem used to be that they just didn't make it up to speed. This one does. Good power rating. Speed, currently, I think it tops out at about 110. 51 waiting to go to Duck Pond. How long do they have to wait for that train to arrive? 140 seconds. Roger that. Let's throw on a few more. Waiting time reduced to 92 seconds. Waiting for free path? Ah, you have to wait for one of the other trains to come out of the depot. Makes sense, yep. Now I wonder if this thing is going to remain profitable, because the trains that I just threw on there are quite a bit more expensive to run than the ones that I was using. Looks like this is getting fairly busy. 84 people still waiting for that bus. 90 people. We have an airport. Please feel free to use the actual airport. One person on that whole train. One person there. A couple of them here. Yeah. This is going to be something I need to keep an eye on. Now, as for the bus line, this thing, where are you? Where the hell's that super bus line? Why can I not see it? Does it class as a tram? Yeah, it does. It classes as a tram because it only uses stations which are used for trams. That's why it classed as a tram. 50 people there. This is the busiest one so far, 77 and 12. How about south? Jesus. Are these things not getting bogged down by traffic? Because I could still try to make a ring road and just ignore the whole town. Yeah, these things are getting bogged down. They're spending quite a while at the stop. I told them to max out at a minute over there, but I don't think they're actually doing that. Now, off camera, there was something else that I've seen. This ship, this is the one that transports construction materials to Spittleflat. I only have one ship, if I'm not mistaken. Wait. Oh! Oh, Jesus. Look at this thing. These ships, I was looking for one off camera and I couldn't find it. So I thought, where the hell did it go? Well, ever since I constructed this new bridge, these waters are apparently no longer classed as navigatable. The bridge is too low. Meaning that at the moment the ship cannot pass underneath it. So what it decides to do is to go all the way around. Yeah, no surprise that that is not too profitable. So we're gonna have to make this thing a little higher and make sure that we actually have a way to get the ships or get the ships under. I think it was the biggest one. Too much slope. Yeah, was to be expected. Let's see if this can work. There, please tell me that ship now actually has a way to get through. Yeah, better. Come about. What are you doing, dude? He doesn't quite know what to do. He's going for Mosquito Bay, now he's going for Spittleflat West. Yeah. At any rate, there are a lot of construction materials waiting there. 466. So it's time to get another ship or two going. Unfortunately, they're still really slow. These can transport, yeah, construction materials. Now, unfortunately, that only impacted the construction materials and not the actual fuel/oil production. which does seem to be working out quite well. At the moment I have 279 out of 380, so supply for this town is really good. And how many of these things do we have? A couple. You're quite old. Replace with one of these. Do so now. Now we're only dropping it off, I think, at one stop. Yeah, at the drive. That's over there. Which one's that? Spittle flat fuel. Didn't we just give an order to replace you? Is that the only place where we need to drop stuff off? It covers most of the industry here, so it should be fine. And I think this is only residential area. Yep, that's just residential area, so we don't actually need to drop it off here. Holy shit, we have a lot of people waiting there. Are the terminals set up right here? Yeah, they are. There's just a lot of stuff being shipped to this location. That's a tram depot. Where's my actual ground vehicle depot? Here. Well, I mean, they're all ground-based vehicles, but whatever. Spittle flats. Fuel. And this thing is not just tasked with offloading fuel, but also with the construction materials. They can transport 20, and they're usually bringing 20. Now, those buses going through Spittle Flat, I don't like it. I mean, sure, it's convenient for the people living here, but this is a really busy stop. What are the trams that I currently have doing? Spittle Flat tram. I have a mixed match of vehicles, by the way. They're going on a sort of outer loop through the town. And it covers pretty much the entire town. Okay, so I can use this one as a junction. I just need to find a way to actually get my buses over there without going through the town. I think a tunnel would be best. So we're gonna have to dig our way out of here. No tram track. This is gonna be good. I hope there's room for this. Come on, dig, dig, dig. Yeah. Is that low enough? It is. So we can circumvent most, if not all, of the town. And we can hook that up here. Perfect. Okay, sorry boys, but the bus is no longer coming through the center of Spittle Flat. The trams will be, but very little else. Because those buses are getting bogged down. And I don't like it. Yeah, all these stops are covered. Okay then. Which stops are these? This is number 1, the drive. And number 17. It's number 16. I think I just took off Mosquito. Yeah, I just took off Mosquito Bay. Shit. Main roads. And main road. So now from Upper Spittle Flat. What's the actual starting position if I delete that one? It's Harpoon, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, after Upper Spittal Flat. I want you to go to the last one, which is down here. And yes, they're taking the tunnel. They're completely ignoring the town. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Waypoint, Sawtooth, Church Street? Ah, yes, okay, Sawtooth, Meteor Bay again, Windsor again, Harpoon again, Upper Spittal Flat again, and Mosquito Branch. Or Mosquito Bay Exchange. Good. Now we're going to see a lot of people disappear from this stop. Probably. If I can select the stop. And they're switching to the tram. In droves, I might add. We're going to have to do some work on the tram. Where are they? Here. Currently, these things are arriving every 145 seconds and these every 3 minutes. First up, I want these all replaced with the Cobras. I know some of them don't need replacing yet, but I'm going to do it anyway. Replace, replace now, yes. That should help a little bit with getting the people there. I'm going to throw on 4 vehicles per line extra. That might be overdoing it, but I want these lines to keep working well. And that should also reduce waiting time. Waiting time 65 seconds and 88 seconds. Why is one taking more time than the other? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? 7. 8, 9. What? They both have 7 stops. But for some reason one takes more waiting time than the other one? I think I need to throw on one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't get this. Why is one taking more time than the other one? Also, we still have one line that I'm not too sure of. Oh, it's a bus. It's a bus going to the... well, what used to be the airport. It's a sort of short bus ride. I set this up back in the day when I still had an airport in that location. I don't think this is going to be too useful anymore. This looks a little busy. Do we keep this one, yes or no? It's sort of making money, but not too much. Let's let it run for a bit and see if it actually catches up. Holy crap. Talk about congestion. What are these lines doing at the moment? This is not working. And that's putting it mildly. This is not working. We have so many trams trying to get to the same station. And this place is so congested with everything ranging from buses to trucks to just passenger cars or just standard vehicles that we're not even getting there. Part of the problem is that this is the only access way to the town. So we can throw down some more asphalt, build some more roads. That might help alleviate the problem a little. And there is one other thing that I could do. Jesus, 8 million? $8 million. Okay. Maybe people are going to realize that there are other options, but they're going to have to get to that tunnel first. Yeah, see, that's not ideal. Stay down there. Okay, that's not right. We need to find a way to make this work. How fast can we get this thing underground? How fast can we start tunneling? Okay, not that fast. Well, it seems like this did sort of help, because people are now taking the suburbs into town. And we're seeing some more road usage here. Can we go over this thing? If not under, then over? We can. Well, maybe not. It does say pillar construction error. This thing has to stay actual navigatable. That's really important here. There. It's not a pretty solution, but it works. Is this navigatable, yes or no? Yes, it is. Good. It is, however, no longer in use, Spittleflat North. So I don't have to be too concerned with it. Now, it seems like we have a bazillion people waiting here. 137 and 114. Okay. That means yet more buses. I'm going to try something here. That's going to be the end of the episode. I want to try and set up an exit. I hope that the game will let me. And let's see if people are taking the bait. I cannot make it one way. But I think the game should sort that out all by itself. Car spawning in midair. Okay, so the bus understands this. The bus doesn't have to do this weird interchange thing anymore. That's good. In that case, if the bus is taking it, we might upgrade it. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Final check on the trains. And they're costing me near enough $1 million. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that next episode. Trams, buses. That long-range bus is still bringing me in $5.5 million. Trams. Spittleflat needs some work. Well. We're making enough money as is. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week for the next installment of Transport Fever. Thank you for watching. See you then.